I'm making a bed that sits on a couple of rocks. I collected a couple of 300-pound granite boulders and used my angle grinder with a tile cutting blade to grind a flat surface. Once I get them to the point where they can sit nice and stable, I mark a line so that I can cut a notch that will support the bed frame. This really isn't that hard. You just cut lines and then use a hammer and chisel to remove little chunks of stone. It took me about 20 minutes to process each boulder, and afterwards I just rinsed them off. You can do a lot with basic power tools, and I clamped down a straight edge so that I could use my circular saw to cut these mismatched walnut boards all to the appropriate length and widths. I used the thickest boards to cut 3-inch wide rails that will run along either side of the bed frame. I drilled pocket holes to make connecting the pieces easier, and those are going to be hidden on the underside of the bed frame. I glued up the support at the head of the bed, and now I'm ready to assemble the whole frame. I'm using my floor and some popsicle sticks to match up the edges, and then I can drive screws through those pocket holes to bring the pieces together. Using a full wood shop would provide more precision, but it didn't take me that long to sand everything out nice and flush. On the wall side of the bed, I screwed a steel ledge to the studs in the wall. This will support the bed frame on one side with the 2 rocks on the other. I secured the frame to the metal ledge with a few screws and then added some plywood slats to support the mattress. I added in a simple headboard with a little storage compartment and need your recommendations on bedding. What's your go-to for sheets and blankets? But at least I have a bed supported on rocks.